So starting to build wealth for your retirement, for you and your family at 50 plus can seem daunting and insurmountable. Once you do your research and get your mindset right, it can almost seem easy. Okay, disclaimer, I am not 50 until the end of this month. However, I am late to the game of wealth building and investing, just starting 4 years ago. So I feel I've got a vested interest in this age bracket. And being a newbie to wealth creation, barreling towards the age of 50, I'm full of energy and excitement, and I'm going to use that. So when I started researching wealth creation and wealth building just 4 years ago, they all seemed to be strategies centered around the younger generation. After just a bit of research, I thought, am I too old? Have I missed the boat? After all, investing pocket change just wasn't going to work at my age. Reading a ton of self-help books, although enjoyable, wasn't going to do anything for me either. And cutting out my latte and saving that? Well, I don't even drink latte. The problem with these passive strategies is they're excellent if you're 25 and have 3 decades to work with. I don't. And after my initial research, I found this pretty prevalent across all the mainstream financial institutions. There was just a lack of context and information for my generation, assuming that I had started years ago.
And there's no money in here!
This prompted me to widen my research, because at this point, I was starting to get worried. So the first thing we could do is create an online business. For as little as $100, you have a global market at your disposal. This is a low-cost option, and you can develop it in your spare time to provide the extra couple of $100 a month. You could either go all out and develop it into a full-time income. At the beginning of our journey, I set up an eBay store and did very well. We took all the money we made and invested it into the S&P 500 Vanguard VOO. We still hold it today, and we still contribute to it. From the time we started investing, it's got up over 100%. It's our favorite ETF. But that's another video. Now, downsizing is another consideration to some. Our kids are young, so we need the space. But downsizing can make a lot of sense for wealth building after the age of 50. Moving to a new home out of the metro area, perhaps a little smaller, can free up huge sums of capital. This could be invested into a well-established dividend fund that can provide you with an income. Dividend funds are safe, reliable, and perfect for retirement living. However, if you still plan to work for a number of years, you may want to invest into growth stocks and maximize your capital return. I myself invest in rental properties. This is our apartment building that we have here in Bathurst, the fourplex. Now it's functioning as an asset for us. I get the cash flow each month, but years down the line, I can draw out the appreciation for a lump sum. So lots of good options here for significant sums that we can work with. And before we get to the next one, subscribe to the link below. If you can free up some capital from your primary residence or have some investment accounts like RRSPs and TFSAs, you can become a property investor. Now, we have several private investors that we use to purchase our properties, and they will loan us anywhere between $100,000 and $400,000, and we pay them 10 to 12% interest. That's a lot of money. We will use the funds to purchase a property, do a renovation, get it tenanted, and then do a cash out refinance to pay them back. It's a win-win scenario for everybody. The win for me is I can pay cash for the property without going to the bank and also have the renovation funds. The win for the investor, juicy returns on their short-term loan. Now, most loans we take out for 6 months. If you can line up 2 of those back to back, the same $300,000 for each loan, it will make $72,000. It's completely passive. As a borrower, we even pay for all the legal fees. This is a team that we build out over time, and we're very grateful for our investors. And they're very grateful for their profits. Another great option is to use your high-level skill for a part-time job. Perhaps you could do accounting, do private teaching, be a designer for a renovation company. Give me a call. Whatever skills you have, there's a demand out there. You need to weaponize and capitalize. If you can invest 10 to 20 hours a week, this will provide a reliable, good income. No, don't spend it. That's for investing so we can compound over the time we have before your retirement. Every dollar will make a difference, and compound interest over time will take it to the next level. One last option I want you to consider is to delay your retirement for a couple of years. Now, you may really hate your job, so it may not be an option. So in this case, plan B would be to develop secondary income streams to do the heavy lifting while you prepare for retirement. But if you can put in a couple of more years to your job, it will benefit you in more ways than one. First of all, you will retain your full-time income, and that will help you prepare your finances. Any benefits and any retirement plan contributions will also continue, and that will help. But the best thing will be the compound interest. You'll give it an extra few years to develop and grow. This can make a significant impact that will send your investment to the moon. Retiring early is likely the first choice for many people, but this sacrifice of time to get yourself prepared will be well worth it. It's a sensible solution. And and one that will have many benefits. So starting to build wealth for your retirement, for you and your family at 50 plus can seem daunting and insurmountable. My worry has subsided. We have more opportunity than ever to grow our wealth, regardless of our age. We got time, we can accomplish this. With the online and interconnected world in which we live in today, we have a ton of strategies, tools and options at hand. Once you do your research and get your mindset right, it can almost seem easy. So no matter what age you are, there is so much time to prepare. Today we've just touched the tip of the iceberg. Now my attitude with this mindset, this is going to be the most fantastic decade of my life for wealth building, and I am so pumped and excited for it. You should be too.